This is my digital workplace. It's 5 AM on a Monday and I've got to get a flight to London. It's a 2-hour drive, and on my drive I'm continually getting emailed. The notifications on our devices are configured per app, so every time I get an email, I get an alert. Everyone does. There could be tens or hundreds of notifications every day. As you can see, I'm driving, so I'm not responding to emails right now. But what about if you're in a meeting with a client or having an important one-on-one with a colleague? You're not responding then either. When you eventually do get back to your desk, you've got to sift through your inbox to determine what needs actioning. This is my desk for today. It's the lounge at Sydney Airport, and I have an hour to complete those actions before we board. I got 22 emails that morning, 18 of them got filed, and 2 of them were responded to, and 2 forwarded to someone else. That got me thinking, what if AI could learn what I normally do with my emails by looking at the last few months of my history? It would follow the same pattern as me, skim reading them to see if they're important, looking at the topics, sender, the thread, and then predict if I'm going to respond. If I did respond, it was a higher priority than if I filed it. If I deleted it, it was the lowest priority. So then, instead of sending me notifications for every single email, it only notifies me for those 2 emails I would have responded to, not the other 18 FYIs. This is how Gist works. It learns your behaviour looking for phrases and topics within emails, and then prioritises them based on how or whether you've responded in the past. It's a modular workflow. I have been testing it on email, but it could be used to learn and predict outcomes of other systems too, like trouble tickets in ServiceNow or an omni-channel contact center. It could predict which queue a ticket should go into based on key phrases and all of the ticket history. Gist is a machine learning implementation called a multi-class decision forest. It sounds complicated, but the concept is simple. The algorithm works by building multiple decision trees and then voting on the most popular output class. The decision trees are based on phrases in the email, the sender, and the size of the email. In testing, Gist had 92% accuracy in determining whether I would respond to an email. It has such a high accuracy because it actually understands language and picks out parts of sentences which are important, just like a human would when skim reading. It can be configured against 15 different languages, and it could do automatic language detection. So now it sends me notifications with the gist of the email so I can see at a glance what it was about. Because Gist is a cloud service, you can configure it to any of the online workflow productivity tools, like Microsoft Flow or IFTTT. You could set up a workflow that says, I'm in a workshop all day. If the email is important, forward it to a colleague.